Hey, what's up everybody? This is Autopilot Beats here. In this video tutorial, I'm going to show you how I found a way to sync up your audio with your video, even in the program Sony Vegas Pro 11. If you're having issues, but you see that you synced up everything in the playback of everything, but when you go to render it down, it tails off because of your source video. I'm from what I understand, it's the source video that's making it trail off and not sync up with the audio when you position everything accordingly. So we're gonna go ahead and open up Sony Vegas Pro 11, and I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all what's the deal. This is what I've discovered with doing some trial and error on my own. So right here is a video from my flip cam, because I have flip video. I don't have an expensive camera. It's a little $200 camera, flip video. And here's our source footage. It is at 60 frames per second, because the flip share video cameras, they record at 60 frames per second. And I've noticed that at 60 frames per second, if you're working with that raw footage from there, it tends to create a sync issue. So what we'll do, I'm going to go ahead and prove to y'all at 60 frames per second. Right click over to video footage, go to properties, and you can clearly see right here it says 60 frames per second. So there's two things we got to do to before you even start throwing anything into the project of the actual production of the music video. What you got to do first, that I'm come to realize, is you got to chop down your source video down to size. That way everything meshes up correctly and doesn't tail on off because there's too many frames or whatever the case is. So what you want to do, I've been experimenting, and I've noticed that 25 frames per second seems to be the visual apparent visual frame rate for music videos. 30 frames per second I think is like movies and stuff like that. But I want to say 0.417 is pretty close. So yeah, 0.147, let's go make sure. 0.417 is about 25 and some change. So try out. You can experiment between above and over or under 25 frames per second, but 25 seems the most apparent frame rate in music videos I've noticed on like YouTube or Vivo, I want to say, anyhow. So we know that we got that set. And another thing for your source footage, all your takes for your source footage, you got to do this. You got to see where it says smart resample. You go to disable resample, and then you cut your video frame rate down to size, and you go to OK. Now this is actually just one take to this music video. I'm going to re-upload it with this newfound method, and I will point out to the right direction of how the end result looks. But beside that, okay, now that we got that, we disabled resample. We recap. So we right-clicked over the footage, we disabled resample, and we brought the video frame rate down to 25 frames per second. It was 60 frames per second. Okay, so we got that done. Then when we render, we go to File, Render As. I've noticed that Windows Media Video V11 on 6 megabits per second, I want to say, HD 720 30p video, that seems like a really decent, it's really nice little output. So yeah, you would go ahead and you would name it accordingly. We're going to name this test 1, whatever, or the name of your project, or whatever the shit is, whatever the case is. Browse it to whatever folder. We're just going to say desktop, just for the simplicity of things. Okay. Simplicity of things. So we save, and you would just click render, and what you're doing is replacing that source footage with the new chop down to size, new cut down to size, new source footage. So you want your source footage that you're editing in but for your music video project itself to be cut down to size. That way everything syncs up correctly when everything is in position. There's also another method if you have a slow computer. I will point the link I will point you to that video. I'm gonna have to remake that video anyhow. I will point y'all to that video. So y'all, if y'all are unfortunate and you unfortunately have a slow computer, there is another method to lessen CPU so you have smoother video playback with effects and all. And but in the meantime, I'll point y'all to that link. So hopefully y'all took to everything I just showed y'all. Autopilot Beats saying comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Oh, I forgot to say. You remember when I renamed this project? I forgot to have it be. You can either name it a different name, but I forgot to mention you might want to rename it the same name as your source video footage. That way you know that's that take originally from your flip video or whatever video camera that records at 60 frames per second. You know, you want to use something that records really high quality footage, and usually cameras like that, they're about $200 or more. They record at 60 frames per second source footage, and you know, I'm not gonna make y'all heads explode or nothing like that. Just do what I showed y'all, and if y'all have questions, if y'all get lost especially, let me know in the comments below. And if I have to remake the video because I missed something, by all means bring it to my attention. And I said it already. Autopilot Beats saying comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace.